The dirt track at Charlotte is home to many racing champions. Tonight we found another one as George 20D10 and Chillin Villain defied all odds and stole the Dubby Racing Championship. Next up is Freestyle. Does he have what it takes to pull out the first Dubby Double Down since trucked in Colorado? Let's find out. This is the Rorsrps semi-realistic points series, and this is Monster Jam! Hello everybody and welcome back to the Rorsrps channel. My name is Preston Vieira and I'll be your host as the Indy Madness tour picks up where it left off here at the dirt track at Charlotte, and we jump, or should I say catch flight, into our massive Dubby freestyle competition. Before we do, let's take a look at our lineup and see when your favorite drivers will be hitting the track. Kicking off our freestyle competition, it's Darren Miguez in Wolf's Head, back of the pack in terms of points. Matthew Hood in Rage, followed by our reigning racing champion, Chillin Villain, George 20D10. Then it's Jimmy Creton in Bounty Hunter. Dan Dahlgren in Iron Outlaws coming out next, followed by Cory Fischer in Blacksmith, Chucky Pocken in Excaliber, and closing out the first half, it's Bobby Holman in Shadow the Hedgehog. Then we got Colt Durham in Playing Crazy kicking off the second half, Kayln Mauy in Jailbird, Kole Pecka in Amsoil Shock Therapy, and Jim Koehler in Megabyte. Then we got our final four, our sub for the night, Cody Saucier in Skeledragon. Then it's Jack Merkle in Vorian Prime, Giovana Hayes in Megalodon, and our reigning freestyle champion, Dawson Ry in Shake Me. We'll see what happens. This is going to be a great night with some absolutely massive obstacles for this freestyle competition. Darren Miguez in Wolf's Head is going to get us started here, opening up the night with hopefully a really great freestyle run. He's been focusing on trying to fill the clock more lately, so we'll see if he can get it done again and potentially get us started off with a nice high score that's going to encourage a lot of these drivers to go even bigger than this track is already going to force them to do. Looks like Darren Miguez is going to get us started with the over-massive leap, something he's more used to from racing, but that is huge. These obstacles are absolutely massive out here in Charlotte tonight, and I mean, that's all there is to say, really. Look at the air under Darren Miguez's Wolf Head truck. The thing is, it's not really going to reflect as much in the scores. We do have to adjust. The ceiling does not move for these scores, so it's still going to be out of 40. We are just going to have to work with it. I mean, it's going to be some 30s, hopefully. Oh my goodness. Massive air. Everyone is going to be forced to go big here on this track, so we're going to have to equalize scores a little bit. We'll see what the judges think and how they're scoring at the end of this run. Again, hopefully we can get a full clock from Darren Miguez. I thought he was going to go for a backflip already there. We do have some cars stacked up to give these drivers a backflip ramp up and close to the fans here. Oh, awkward landing. He's in trouble. Looking for a save. Oh, he can still go. Go, go, go. Around and around, and he brings it down at the 50-second mark. Darren Miguez able to keep this run going. Not necessarily a great spot to get the truck in. I wouldn't say it was a super successful section there, but a great save. He's going over again, and he gets another save. Darren Miguez in Wolf's Head opening this night up with some big moves, man. This is the best run. I mean, it might be the best run he's had all season. Like I said, you're kind of forced to go really big on this track, so in terms of air, I'm not sure he can really help it, but he's throwing down, man. I'll tell you that much. He's gonna go for the backflip here. He's gonna under rotate big time with a Bergeron there. Gonna come up massively short. Big hit on the roof. That's gonna be a score of 32 for that run, and that's with a short clock. So I mean, yeah, 32 for Darren Miguez to kick off the night. He might be pretty high on the leaderboard tonight. Matthew Hood in Rage coming out next, returning after a substitution. Look at the air off of the roller from the racing lane. Nicely done. Gonna take on the Jammers here up close and personal with the fans. Nice little slap wheelie, and he is gonna walk that thing out a little bit there. Nicely done. Gonna cross thread the van stack. Another little slap wheelie. Not super great with these slap wheelies tonight, but that first one was nice. Up and over the bus stack. Gonna go for another slap wheelie there. Maybe he's just choosing not to walk him out, because I mean, a couple of them have been very walkable. He's just setting it down on all 4 BKTs. Getting onto his next move. He's gonna chuck it into some donuts here on the left side of the track. Nice little cross thread. Kind of an awkward landing. Gets into a little bit of trouble with that roller. That truck knows how to stay down on all 4s. We'll see if he can stay down on all 4s long enough to fill the clock. Unlike Darren MZ and Wolf's Head with that unfortunate backflip. Nice little slap wheelie there. As he comes around to that starting pad. It's been adjusted. You're going to get some air. Look at the leap from Matthew Hood in rage. Stepping it up a little bit. Being the points loser really has to kick you into gear. At some point, I mean, some drivers, some trucks and drivers just don't have luck on their side. I'm looking at you, Noah Brady, but, you know, it is what it is, man. It happens. Somebody has to be the points loser. If you go out early, you're in jeopardy, man. It is what it is. Matthew Hood with a beautiful stoppie, trying to walk it back up the ramp there. It gets a little too much negative angle, needs to set that truck down, and he does just that. 15 seconds left on the clock. What a massive sky wheelie, a really rough hit there. Luckily, these V4 trucks are absolute tanks. They can withstand a lot. So, yeah. Oh my goodness, look at this. Tossing the truck and ends up back on all 4 BKTs. Looks like he's going to end the run there. 30 for Matthew Hood in rage. A full clock and not even beating out Darren Migues in that Wolf's Head truck. Interesting. For sure. Decent score for Matthew, though. And a full clock. That looks good. George 20D10 going to come out next. Our reigning racing champion in Chillin Villain. We'll see what he can do here in the freestyle competition. If he can pull off our first Dubby Double Down in 2 shows. A big leap here for George 20D10. He's going to come up a little shy, but able to keep it down on all 4 BKTs. You love to see it, man. A little ragged edge never hurt the run as long as you can keep it back down on all 4 BKTs or all 4 tires here on the Indy Tour. Gonna launch it. Nice air. Bit of an awkward landing there. I mean, a big rebound. Got to be rough in the cab there. But I mean, he's still running, still down on all 4s. Gonna take on the car side of this bus stack. Nice little slap wheelie on the landing. George known for nosing over really hard. I thought we were gonna see it firsthand right there, but he's able to get it down. Nice landing, nice clean landing, and keeping this run going. He's gonna throw it onto the nose for a stoppie and walk it out a little bit. Nice. As we get down to the halfway point of this run, big jammer hit over the buses. Nicely done. Big air from George 20D10 tonight. Little side slap. Oh, nice save. Nice. Beautiful save there from George 20D10. Chillin Villain looks like he might be stepping it up a little bit here in these last couple shows. Looking for a save. He's not going to get it this time. 40 seconds still left on the clock. George not getting the double down tonight. That's only going to be a score of 19. Lowest score we've seen so far tonight. We're only 3 trucks in, though. We may get a truck or 2 below him, but he's safe either way with that Dubby Racing Championship under his belt. Jimmy Creton and Bounty Hunter going big on that double set to get the run started. Beautifully done. Gonna take on the car stack here, get tripped up on the van, but able to keep it down on all 4 tires. Jimmy, again, a veteran in this monster truck, in this Bounty Hunter truck. And wow, that was beautiful. A really awkward noise from me, but that was a beautiful jump from Jimmy Creton. 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. He has filled his first 30, so he will be getting a score for this run. Looks like he's going to go for that massive launch ramp. No, he's going to come around to the box truck. Only a couple drivers hit that so far tonight. Jimmy Creton, the second one added to the list here. Look at this. Nice sky wheelie, walking it over the van stack. And that'll just about get us to the halfway point of this run. Absolutely massive floor out here and a lot of jumps to be able to hit. Jimmy gonna combo up that starting pad there from the van stack. Doesn't want to end up coming up short and ending the run early like Chillin Villain almost did. Gonna chuck it into some donuts too as we get down to 40 seconds left on the clock. Very curious to see what Jimmy's gonna try to pull out to try and get his name up at the top here in freestyle tonight. Gonna go for a backflip, first one to do it down here. And that's a big hit right on that wheelie bar. Oh, he's gonna get it. No. Go, go, go. He has a shot. And he's able to get it down on all fours. Jimmy Creton. Quick thinking, very alert in that cab. Looking for a win here in Charlotte tonight. As he gets up on the sidewalls yet again, he's gonna set it down. And that's only gonna earn more points for this bounty hunter truck. A big leap over the motorhome. And that is gonna close out the run. Jimmy Creton with a 32.75. I'm not sure how I feel about that score, but I do agree that it should take the lead as Jimmy goes down. Awkward landing there just sends him over. Bounty Hunter in the lead with a 32.75. For the second half of 2 Extreme here on this tour, Dan Dahlgren, Iron Outlaw, coming out onto the track next. Where is he going to get this run started? Right here, going to cross thread over the bus stack. Going to come up short with an awkward landing, but able to keep this run going. Able to keep it down on all 4 tires. We'll see what happens here as he comes around to the motorhome. That ended, well, didn't end Jimmy's run. Jimmy ended his run with that one, his regulation time at least. Going to go over for the over jump that we saw in racing. Really awkward landing there. That one had to be uncomfortable for sure. 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. He fills those first 30 seconds. The score will be coming in at the end of the run tonight for Dan Dahlgren. Can he fill the clock is the question. Seems to be a big question for Dan Dahlgren. He is struggling with this Iron Outlaw truck this season. Not doing well in points overall. Of course, Jimmy Creton somehow falling behind Dan Dahlgren in Iron Outlaw. But yeah, just struggling to get this truck to a full run, which is really cutting him short on the points earned. We'll see how he does here tonight. He's halfway through the run already. I would love to see him fill the clock here. Look at this cross thread. Oh my goodness. He's going to backside the little backflip cars there too. Nicely done. Wow. They raised that semifinal straight jump there. Able to keep it on all 4s. He's going to chuck it into some donuts right in front of that backflip ramp. I think we know what's coming next for Dan Dahlgren as we cross the 30-second mark for this run. Going to go for the backflip. Is he going to be able to land it? Stuffs the front end. And down he goes. The 2 Extreme trucks do not like that car backflip. Dan Dahlgren down and done with only a score of 24. Coming up short yet again. It's unfortunate. But Iron Outlaw, it's a pattern. He's just not doing too great this season. 16 points, the highest he's earned for a single night of competition. Cory Fischer in Blacksmith coming out next. We'll see what he does here in the freestyle competition. Went out in round 1 of racing tonight. Wants to make up the points big time here in freestyle. He's saying he's going to go big. We'll see if he can live up to his hopes and get a full clock on this track. Gets us started with an awkward hit, and he's going to go for a nice little sky wheelie, walking it over the bus and into a slap wheelie, too, on the landing. Nicely done. Over the motorhome in the corner, another little slap wheelie. We know this Blacksmith truck loves itself some slap wheelies, and he's keeping that routine going here in Charlotte. Look at the leap from Cory Fischer. Oh, my goodness. Completely clearing that double right in front of the fans, really letting them get up close and personal with the amount of air these trucks can get and this track can give. Look at this, another slap wheelie from Cory Fischer as he gets tripped up here. Oh, nice save, beautifully done. Keeping it off the roof. We know he rolled it after his run in racing that took him out. You know, no DNF, he just took a loss and then ended up rolling the truck. Look at this. Comes up short for a downside, but a beautiful landing with a slap wheelie from Cory Fischer. What a leap on the backside of the over-under. Excuse me. Struggling to get that out, but it works. Cory Fischer turning up here for the fans in Charlotte. Look at this little cross thread. He's going to get an awkward landing. Oh, you're kidding me. And he gets a save, nearly goes over, but keeps it off the roof yet again. As we get down to 30 seconds left on the clock. I would love to see him hit a backflip. That could potentially put him over the top at this point, but I don't know, man. Oh, stuffs it, going down. Trying to get a save. And the truck brings him back over. I mean, wow. That's one way to do it, man. Blacksmith Cory Fischer burning it down here tonight with some incredible moves. Look at the backflip. There it is. He's going to go for the moonwalk on the end of it as well to close out the run. That fills the regulation time. That's going to be a score of 34. A new leader. Cory Fischer in Blacksmith takes the lead here in Charlotte, North Carolina, as he rolls the truck yet again. This time, it is going to stay down on the roof. And it's funny, he rolls it on the same jump that took him out in the racing competition. Hits it different, but still same obstacle. Chucky Pocken in Excaliber coming out next. Looking to top a 34 from Cory Fischer in Blacksmith. And Chucky Pocken could get it done. 2 minutes on the clock, going big over that starting pad to get us going with a nice slap wheelie on the end of it as well. I say it every time, but Chucky Pocken not afraid of this truck, not afraid of going big. Uh-oh. Gets an awkward landing there. Oof. Yeah, I saw that coming. Oh! Nice. Beautiful save there. Kind of got in trouble with that van stack that took a couple trucks out in racing, namely Blacksmith and Dawson Ry. And Shake Me already going for a backflip just past those first 30 seconds. Chucky Pocken in Excaliber turning up here tonight so far. We'll see if he can fill the clock. Could potentially end up in the lead. We'll see what happens. Gonna go for the jammer here, looking for a slap wheelie. Nice, beautifully done. Fans are loving the way these drivers are putting the power down, especially here with Chucky Pocken with that slap wheelie right in front of him. Look at this bicycle. Nice. Gonna cross thread that semifinal straight hit. Gonna cross thread the other semifinal straight hit as well. He's a cross thread machine right now as he goes for the box truck, looking for, I was gonna say looking for a slap wheelie, but I got a little ahead of myself. Wasn't even doing that. He's gonna take on this bus jump though. Some massive air. Oh my goodness, what a launch from Chucky Pocken. Uh-oh, speaking of launches, he's gonna go for that adjusted over jump with some massive air. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, these drivers are lucky these trucks are some tanks, because that could potentially knock off a wheel or an entire front suspension. He looks like he's going to fill the clock as well. Only 5 seconds left for Chucky Pocken. And that is going to fill the clock. Looks like he's going to go for a second backflip just for the fans here. That's only going to be a 30.5 for Chucky Pocken. That one I'm not sure I agree with. But maybe not the leader, but I definitely think he should have been higher than a 30.5. But the judges give what the judges give. That is our scores. 30.5 for Chucky Pocken in Excaliber tonight. He's going to chuck it into some donuts to close out his night. Fans are loving it. They're cheering him on. Chucky Pocken, Excaliber. Next out on the track, Bobby Holman in Shadow the Hedgehog. Bobby Holman comes out, gets these runs started, typically with a reverse move. I don't think we've seen a show with him yet this season that he hasn't started out the run with it. We'll see what he does here tonight, how he gets this run started. Of course, I had to say something. Look at the massive air, though, from Bobby Holman with that forward-facing hit. Massive leap. I didn't even know that air was possible on that hit, but he does it, man. Bobby Holman, Shadow the Hedgehog, looking for some points. He comes out, he kills it in the freestyle competition, struggles generally in the racing competition, but lately the points just have not been on his side as a whole. Maybe even going out early a few times. He does pass those first 30 seconds here tonight, so a score will be incoming, and he gets an incredible save there off the nose, keeps the truck from rolling over. And then he puts it right back on the nose with a little stoppie. I don't know if he was going for a moonwalk, but he doesn't quite get it good enough to get a moonwalk there. He's going to get a great slap wheelie, his second one. Really burning it down with the slap wheelies on this massive track tonight. A lot of drivers bringing them out. A lot of drivers nailing it. Absolutely beautiful. Bobby Holman, another one to add to the list, as it looks like he's going to be going for a backflip. Oh, yeah, look at that. Nice, and he's going to walk the plank, too. Shadow the Hedgehog, looking for some points tonight for sure. Looked like he might have been going for a slap wheelie there. Doesn't quite pull it off. Just unable to stop the wheel spin, really. Can't get gripped up enough to get that front end up in the sky. Look at this, though. Going for a cross thread. Nice. Beautifully done. 15 seconds left on the clock. And looks like he's lining up for something here. A little cross thread. Oh, wait. No, this is his reverse move. He's going to go for a reverse backflip. Oh, and he nails it. Stands it up on the nose. Oh, but misses his chance to get the save. Down he goes. And that's going to be a 30.5 as well. He ties with Excaliber, Chucky Pocken, but does get just above Chucky Pocken. I think that might be another disappointing score here, but that is going to close out the first round. If you guys are enjoying tonight's freestyle competition, scores aside, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Stick around. The World Finals is coming up soon. We're on round 8 out of 10 for our 3 tours, and then we'll be at the World Finals. You do not want to miss it. Blacksmith still in the lead with a 34. Bounty Hunter Jimmy Creton 32.75, and Darren Migues in third with that 32. Shadow the Hedgehog and Excaliber are next with their 30.5s, and then it's Rage, Iron Outlaw, and Chillin Villain. Chillin Villain, our racing champion, still holding that bottom spot at the moment. We'll see if Colt Durham can come out here and keep things going with his success from Casey Spooky Spectacular, playing Krazy. Looking to come out here with his own little move here. 2 minutes on the clock, getting us started with a stoppie. Nicely done. Gonna walk it right back over the entire jump. Beautifully done. Over the whole double there. Does kind of get tripped up on the van, which does set him down. But, hey, beautifully done. Walked it all the way over, and he's able to keep this run going. Looks like he is having some lag issues, but he's having a good run so far. Just about 30 seconds in. Looks like he'll be getting a score for this run. Will it be enough to get him a freestyle championship tonight? Big cross thread here. Look at that. First one to cross thread that bus stack. And he's going to be the next one to cross thread this bus stack too. Look at this. Nice. Up on the nose. Trying to keep it going. Doesn't quite get it. Not the way he wanted to set that down, I'm sure. But he's going to go for a cross thread here over the van stack. Nice big leap as we get down to the halfway point of this run. Looks like he's lining up for a backflip. Absolutely going to go for it. Tucks it back. Beautifully done. And there's the moonwalk. Nice. Right back over the bus stack as well. Hey, Colt Durham turning it up in the second half of the season. He's really working for that World Finals qualification. He needs some points on his side. Can he get them here tonight? Look at this combo. Beautiful. Oh, he's going to stuff it. Oh, what? Wow. A backflip there. I don't know if you can call that a backflip. I'm going to call it a backflip. That was awesome. What a move from Colt Durham, and a big leap over that semifinal straight hit. Colt Durham turning it up here in Charlotte. Nice little leap over that massive car stack as well, and a big slap wheelie. Colt Durham is turning it up, man. What's next? Going for a cross thread over that starting pad. And a great landing, able to keep this truck on all fours. That's going to be a 31.5. Not enough for the freestyle lead. Cory Fischer and Blacksmith still holding on here in Charlotte tonight. Could be his night. Oh, look at that save. If he would have brought that out in the run, he might have been able to take that lead from Cory Fischer. But either way, 31.5, not a terrible score. Kayln Mauy in Jailbird going to come out next, a one-time Dubby Racing Champion, looking for her first Dubby Freestyle Championship. We'll see what she does here in Charlotte, North Carolina tonight. saying hello to the fans, showing off that jailbird body once more, one last time, before she tears it up here in the freestyle competition. 2 minutes on the clock, no stranger to big air. She's going for it. Look at the leap from Kayln Mauy in jailbird. Wow, what a way to start off the run. That was massive air. And we saw her start out the run with massive air in Casey's Spooky Spectacular as well, Missouri City, Missouri. She burned it down over there. She wants to do it again here in Charlotte. Can she is a different story, but she's already really close to those first 30 seconds being filled. Looks like she might hit it as she's in the air. Absolutely. Another nice leap from Kayln Mauy. She's come out here and had some... Whoa! Look at this. Oh, you are kidding me. Walking it out all the way to the wall and then throwing it in reverse for a moonwalk. What a move there from Kayln Mauy in jailbird. She's going to chuck it into some donuts. She's had some great freestyle performances throughout the season. As I'm looking at the scores here, she is struggling a little bit for freestyle points. Racing is where she's really excelled. She does tend to go big in the freestyle competition, but that tends to put her out of the competition early. We'll see how she does here tonight as she is having a really big run. She's already past the halfway point as she goes for a backflip here. Is she going to be able to continue is the question. Another moonwalk on the landing, gets it done beautifully. 30 seconds left on the clock as she gets in trouble here. Oh, no, not going to get a save there. 23 seconds left on the clock. Just as I said, she goes too big. That's only going to be a 24.75, so not enough for last place, which is good. George 20D10 still holding on to that one. But next out on the track is going to be Kole Pecka, Amsoil Shock Therapy. The second half of the Sudden Impact Racing team looking to burn it down here in the freestyle competition. Nice big slap wheelie. Going for the double too. Nicely done. He's going to go right for the jammer as well. We might be looking at another slap wheelie right off the bat. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Straight up and down on the tailgate and walking it out as well. Kole Pecka, the first overall champion of the season, coming out here looking for a freestyle championship. His first of the season, has yet to get a championship in either competition. He was the overall champion in show 1, but struggling a little bit when it comes to championships, actually getting the win. Coming around for the car stack here. Over the bus, nicely done. Making it look easy out here. Gets hiked up on 2 wheels, but is able to keep it controlled. Able to get it down on all 4s and keep this run going. Nice cross thread there right in front of the fans. Keeping it away from the wall too with a beautiful landing. That was sick. I like that actually. Nice big sky wheelie over the double bus there. He's having a good run. This is another really solid run. I would love to see him make it to 0. Get a full clock. We'll see what happens here. As he goes for the jammers, getting a massive leap, going over the backside. Does case it though, going over, and a big hit on the rear. They do shut him off on that one just to make sure he is good to go and keep this run going. 36 seconds left on the clock. The clock is not disappearing, so it looks good for Kole Pecka. He may be able to keep going. Hopefully he's good to go in that cab. We'll see what happens and if this run can continue. Oh, revving the engine. Sounds like he's good to go. Kole Pecka, 36 seconds left on the clock. Is he going to burn it down to the end and grab a championship? Let's find out. Looks like he's getting us started right away with a backflip. Gonna under rotate with a big hit on the nose. Kind of had a balance there. I'm curious, he might have been able to get a a full bore kind of a thing, where full bore had that moonwalk or that nose wheelie there in what was that, show 3? You got to go back and look at it. I don't even know how to explain it. It was pretty nice. Kole Pecka might have been able to pull that out. Look at this cross thread though. Big hit on the landing. Ooh, and over he goes. 3 seconds left on the clock, a short clock, but not by much. That's going to be a 28.25. I don't know how I feel about that one. Got to be honest with you, man. Shock therapy, Kole Pecka, really great run until the end there. We'll see how Jim Koehler in Megabyte does, a one-time Dubby Racing Champion. 2 minutes on the clock for a cross thread to get us started. Really got into some trouble there. That was close. It could have ended a lot worse than it did. He's come close to Freestyle Championships a couple times this season. I'm seeing 3rd place twice. We'll see how he does here tonight in Charlotte, North Carolina, as he gets into some trouble here, but he's keeping it controlled pretty well. Keeping it down on all 4 BKT tires. Jim Koehler, 1 minute and 30 left on the clock. He will be getting a score for this run whenever it ends, hopefully with a full clock. He is the cross thread king out here in Charlotte tonight, hitting everything every which way he can. Doesn't matter to him. He's just looking for air. And like I said, man, hopefully a full clock. I'd love to see some real points on these drivers' side by the end of the night. Going for the over from the racing lane. Massive air for Jim Koehler in Megabyte. On par with a lot of what we've seen so far tonight, but big air is big air, man. You got to call it when you see it. That is massive. Gonna go for a cross thread over the box truck there as well. Another cross thread right after. Kind of stuffs the truck into that hit. What's next for Jim Koehler? Needs to start going big. Getting some wow moments in there. He's having some great moves, some great cross threads, some big air. In terms of wow factor, especially compared to what we've seen from these other drivers tonight, it's just not happening for him. Look at that. Wow. What a landing. Gets it done beautifully. The only one to do it perfectly so far tonight. Jim Koehler goes in reverse over it as well. 15 seconds left on the clock. What's next? Looks like a backflip for Jim Koehler. Gonna go right into it. Truck did a really awkward thing there with that hit, but he does get down on all 4 BKTs. He's keeping this run going to the end. That's a full clock, and that's a 31.4. A 31.4 for Jim Koehler in Megabyte tonight. Not able to top, what was that, Colt Durham and playing crazy? Absolutely. Colt Durham with that 31.5, just a 1/10 of a point away from that spot. Jim Koehler, 31.4 tonight. Cody Saucier, our sub in Skeledragon, looking for show number 2 here in the freestyle competition. This truck did not do great in freestyle when he appeared as a sub last season. We'll see how he does here tonight. Big air to kick off the run off of that bus stack. Looks like he's coming around to this box truck hit. Massive air. Cody's airing it out, man. I'll tell you that much. Already, 15 seconds into this run only, and he's already airing it out with some massive air. Nice little cross thread here. Does get tripped up, but is able to keep it controlled. I know Cody wants to bring this truck as a sub into World Finals 2. His 2nd World Finals appearance with this truck. We'll see if he can do it here tonight. Big slap wheelie from Cody. He would need a freestyle win here in this competition in Charlotte, man. I mean, didn't do well in racing. He went out in round 1, so 2 points to his name at the moment. Look at the air. Oh my goodness. 2 points to his name at the moment. He needs a freestyle win in order to earn a 2nd show, in order to get even a chance at knocking out DD Live in that guaranteed World Final spot at the moment. Nice bicycle from Cody Saucier, riding it out as far as he can. That little lip before the berm really took it out of him, but nice bicycle nonetheless. He's going to cross thread off of that massive leap, and he's going to slap wheelie right into the bus stack. And right back on a slap wheelie. Cody Saucier going wild here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And a cross thread the motorhome. I didn't even know you could cross thread that motorhome, but he does it. 20 seconds left on the clock. He's going to launch it with some massive air, and he's going to be the closest to clearing that massive, I would call that a triple. I'm going to call that a triple. He's going to be the first one to even come that close to clearing it. He's going to go for a backflip too right before the end of the run here. Oh, nicely done. Perfect landing. Cody Saucier going down right in front of the fans. That is going to be a 32.1, so he does get above Colt Durham in playing Krazy, and above Darren MZ in Wolf's Head as well. So that's 3rd place for Cody Saucier in Excaliber. So not bad, but not a freestyle championship. He will not be returning. He will not be returning to the World Finals either. He will be at the pit party though, so be sure to check out the Rorsrps Instagram for some pit party pictures from each show, but definitely for the World Finals at the end of the season. Jack Merkle, Vorian Prime, gonna go for a cross thread to get us started. Look at this leap. Gets tripped up on the landing, but is able to keep it down on all 4 BKTs. Gets lucky because that could have ended badly. Some of these trucks, especially, I don't want to say especially this one, but this one for sure does have a chassis that overhangs those front tires a little bit and can get caught up on the ground and send you over. If he would have gotten tripped up any harder, a little more angle on that front end, chassis could have clipped and he could have been down. He fills those first 30 seconds. What was that, man? What a hit. Straight to that front suspension. Again, man, lucky these trucks, these V4s are absolute tanks. They can withstand pretty much anything. Some things can take them out. That one, keeping this run going. Jack Merkle with some nice air right there, man. He's having a solid run so far. We're just getting down to the halfway point. Look at that. Oh. This truck is acting a little weird out here tonight. Maybe it's just the truck. That's just how it is. Look at this. Cases it and gets it set up on the nose there. Man. Jack Merkle looking for his first freestyle championship of the season. Will he be able to get it here in Charlotte tonight? He's going to take an awkward hit here. An incredible save. I don't know how he got that to come out, but he does. Gets the save. Looking for, like I said, his first freestyle championship. Can he get it in these final 30 seconds? He's had quite a run so far. Having a little bit of a dead spot here, trying to get this truck pointed where he wants it to go. He's struggled with backflips this season. He's going to struggle again here tonight in Charlotte. That is not the way he wanted to go out this early. 16 seconds still left on the clock. That's only going to be a 24, tying with Iron Outlaw, but of course taking the higher spot between the two. Giovana Hayes in Megalodon Fire coming out next. We'll see what she has for the fans out here, for the Team Scream fans, for the Megalodon Fire fans. She lost the tour lead. She had it for a second there. Dawson Ry comes from behind and steals it from her. Can she steal it back here in the freestyle competition? Look at the air from Giovana Hayes in Megalodon Fire. Does look like she's having a little bit of lag issues as well. We'll see if she can clear that up a little bit throughout the run or if that may affect her. We just got to watch and see what happens. Giovana Hayes, a one-time Dubby Freestyle champion. The same night, she took the Dubby Double Down. We'll see if she can get her second Freestyle championship for the season here tonight in Charlotte. Look at this cross thread. Nice air, the only one to do that tonight. 30 seconds down, she'll be getting a score for this run. Hopefully, she can get a good one. Look at this. Beautiful downside with a cross thread. What a move from Giovana Hayes. Big slap wheelie, stands it straight up on that double set, and she's going to keep it going. Halfway through this run, just about. See how she does for the rest of the night. Big leap here, another cross thread. These Team Scream trucks really bringing out the cross threads here tonight. And, I mean, it seems to be working for them. Megabyte, did fill the clock. So we'll see if Giovanna can do the same. She gets a little downside there, going full speed into this little hit. Massive air there off of such a small hit. She just hit that thing wide open, full speed. What's next for Giovana Hayes as we get down to these final 30 seconds? Oh, she gets cased a little bit. Stuffs the front end. Looks like Dalton Widener out here, man. Stuffs the front end right into the backflip ramp. That has to hurt and ends the run early. That's only going to be a 23.7 for Giovana Hayes tonight. Definitely not the way she wanted to go out, and that is a very rough hit. Hopefully everything is good. Seems to be fine as we're moving on so fast. Dawson Ry is in Shake Me coming out next. Came really close to his first Dubby Racing Championship tonight. Got into the semifinals, taking the loss to our racing champion. 2 minutes on the clock. He's going to go big to get us started. Look at this. He's the only one to clear that leap tonight. And he is closing out our freestyle competition. The only one to get an absolute launch, completely clearing that thing. No body on this Shake Me truck after a roll in racing, trying to save himself a little bit of time with some body work. First time we've seen him do that at all this season. We've seen him roll it a couple times. I guess that was just a little too hard of a roll for Dawson. Took the body off. We'll see what he does here in the freestyle competition. 30 seconds down. Score will be coming in as he goes for a backflip early. Massive air. The height on that backflip, that was massive, man. Gonna keep it going. A little bit of a moonwalk there. Getting close to the halfway point of this run already. As he goes for that starting pad. Some nice air. Again, clearing it. Not as much air as that starting hit, man. That was absolutely huge, but doesn't take as much air to clear that hit. Going right over the buses with some massive air. This track has given us some of the biggest air of the season. What a jump there. What a landing from Dawson Ry as he gets stuck there. Gets hiked up onto two wheels, just gets tacked up a little bit. And it gets him up on a bicycle. He's able to set it down, does tag the wall there. No fans in that section though, so he's able to continue. They don't shut him off. He's gonna go for some air here over the racing. Oh my goodness. How did he manage to do that? That was quite a downside, man. That was perfect. Wow. Gonna go for a cross thread, gonna clear it. Unlike Kole Pecka in Amsoil shock therapy. Nice save. Nice save. 8 seconds left on the clock. Looks like he's gonna go for a second backflip here. Dawson Ryan closing out the run with a backflip. Stuffs that wheelie bar into the ground, and that is gonna be a full clock and a 33.15 as he goes for another one. That's gonna be a hard hit. Oh man. 33.15, that's third place. So we'll see. We'll get a look at the scoreboard here, but what a night of freestyle. Absolutely massive obstacles out here led to absolutely massive air and massive hits for a couple drivers. Blacksmith does take the win with a 34. Shake Me ends up in second though with a 33.15. Bounty Hunter 32.75 and Skelly Dragon our sub with 32.1. Darren Migues and Wolf's Head with 32. Colt Durham and Playing Crazy with 31.5. Megabyte 31.4 and Shadow the Hedgehog with 30.5. Excaliber with 30.5 as well with the tie there. Rage with 30. Amsoil Shock Therapy with 28.25. Jailbird with 24.75. Not far ahead of Vorian Prime and Iron Outlaw, both with 24. Megalodon with 23.7. And in last place for freestyle, it's Chillin Villain with 19. Look at this turn of events though. Our points loser is Giovana Hayes in Megalodon Fire, going out in round 1 of racing and going out early in freestyle. Dawson Ry expands his lead to 152 points. Jim Koehler with 137. Giovana Hayes ends her night with 130. And Jack Merkle with 128. Kole Pecka, Amsoil Shock Therapy 96. Cory Fischer 92. Colt Durham with 90. And Kayln Mauy with 89. Bobby Holman ends up with 81. Then it's Chucky Pocken in Excaliber with 79, Jimmy Creten and Dan Dahlgren with 77 and 67 respectively. Then it's Matthew Hood with 60, George 20D10 with 59, Darren Miguez with 51, and Cody Saucier out for the rest of the season with only 14. An unfortunate turn of events for him, but we'll have a new sub next time you come back on this tour, subbing in for Giovana Hayes in Megalodon Fire. If you guys enjoyed tonight's freestyle competition, though, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, let me know in a comment down below, and stick around. This is round 8 out of 10 for the season, and then we got the World Finals. It's going to be an awesome 3 nights of qualifying, racing, two-wheel skills, and freestyle. Also, be sure to check out the Rorsrps Instagram for all kinds of extra content, including early access to the week's racing bracket, pit party pictures, and more. And check out the Rorsrps store down in the description. If you want to get hype, if you want to get energized without the jitters or crash, be sure to check out Dubby Energy. They give you focus and energy without either of that and without sugar, fillers, or artificial dyes. And you can get 20% off until the end of September using code RORSRPS. Very limited window. Get in while you can. They also have some limited time flavors you don't want to miss out on. Again, that's code RORSRPS at checkout only at Dubby.gg. Once October hits, we are back to 10%. Don't miss out. But thank you guys so much for tuning in to tonight's competitions. I really appreciate it. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe. I will see you guys next week for more All-Star Challenge Tour.